Hi, this is Forever Friday. Today's topic is pushing people's buttons. You know that? People's buttons. The only thing I could really think of right now is the person that pushes my buttons the most. I'm so sorry to say, is my beloved daughter. Okay, she's my kiddo. And they're supposed to do that. I've been told. I've been told they're supposed to be doing that. Maybe. Maybe. Today was a good one, actually. She told me that, well, actually, she went to the hospital last night and she had to get the medication today because she's in a lot of pain. So she overslept. She couldn't get up because she was having pain. Okay, so I let that slide. She missed her first class. She went to the pharmacy, had to wait like 10, 15 minutes. You have to wait for the meds. She got her medication. She missed first period. She didn't have second until about 12 o'clock. I don't know how all that works, but she's on the phone. Or no, she's at the house before she even left. I said, "Aren't you missing school right now?" And she goes, "Well, I don't care because it's just first period and I have to go get my meds." And then she starts to say, "Oh, did you know that yesterday a shooter came into our school? A person pushed his way in our school. And I'm just telling you because I don't, if I get shot, you'll know why." I'm like, oh my God. She pushed my buttons by, I didn't know if that was the truth or a lie because she didn't tell me that the night before. She could have. She was using that for her advantage to throw me off. Oh, she said that on the phone. That's right, because I said to her, I left her a message on her phone because she wasn't answering my call. I had called the school, and it was after 5 o'clock. Someone did come into the school, and they caught the guy, and my daughter told me a whole different story. He might come back today. He might hold the school up, and they're going to be on lockdown, and all of this stuff was in her mind, and she was spewing that. And yeah, I'm a concerned parent, and I was afraid. I'm not going to tell her that, but I was afraid. So I called the school, and the lady that answered, I said, "This is Friday Forever. Tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. Was there any commotion that happened yesterday?" And she was quiet for a minute or two, and she said, "Yes. There was someone came into the school. He wasn't armed or dangerous." I don't know how that could be, but she said there's a lot of rumors going around the school with the kids and blah, blah, blah. I said, "Oh, okay," because my daughter's using that to her advantage against me to the effect that, "Oh, well, if I get shot and don't come home, you'll know why. But you could care less anyways." And I'm like, "Okay, Tiffany, okay, daughter, I do care, but I'm not going to let you know that," because she's all, "No, you don't. You don't care." Oh my God. Pushing buttons. That she was just pushing all of my buttons this morning so bad. She was telling me all kinds of things that she could have told me already. But one thing led into another story, led into another story. Ah, OMG. Kids, my kid. I don't even know. what's going on with her right now, but she needs to relax. Me and you as parents, we've got to settle our spirit, and we got to let those kids know that who's in charge. Because we got to check the story out from the grown-ups, not the kids, feeding off kids. Yeah. I got to let her not push my buttons. So I have a guest today. Super duper best friend guest. He is looking pretty dapper today. Better than me. This would be International Red.
How's everybody in TV land? How we doing? Hello?
We're coming to talk to you. You're on your
About
thing.
pushing buttons? Yeah, people do that. And you want to know why? I don't know why. We'll talk about that on my
You're
show.
not in the thing.
But I'll
very
tell
well.
you that
Honey, you're not in the picture.
I'm not in the picture.
No,
Oh,
scoot this way.
oh, okay.
Scoot
Let me
this
get in
way.
the picture. Okay.
This
let
way,
me
not
get-
that.
This way?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, what do you think about people pushing buttons? Okay, who pushes your
they
button?
They do it a lot. People do it all the
Who
time.
pushes your button, per se?
There's people
Be
besides
honest.
you. You're the champion of it. You're the champion.
Oh, right.
You made me thinking of a title, but,
Oh,
but
no.
there's a lot of people that push buttons.
How do they push buttons?
They don't do it to me as much, but I see them do it to other people. In my office where I be at,
How do people push buttons?
you know, they come up with a story about something to get on the other people's nerves or get a reaction out of them. You know, and on my show we'll talk about why they do it, but right now I'm gonna tell you people do it all the time because, you know, just doing it. And reason.
Give me an example.
An example is they'll come in the office and they'll make a story up about something or somebody, right? And it won't be true. They just do it to get a reaction.
Why?
They want to see, well, why are you going to react to it? It's not even true. And they say things to get attention. I guess. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know why they do it. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to explain why on my show. Don't ask me why because I'm going to give you the answers on my show, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk about that. But the reason is they push buttons. You know, they just push buttons, you know what I mean? They tell lies. They come in there telling you a big story about something, right? You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to get your attention. Then they ask you for $1 or something. Or, you know, they want to get your attention. And they try to, you know, get your attention. That's the main thing they're doing at that time. You know, they create something.
So that show should be attention seekers.
No, that show's gonna be white, but I'm gonna give you the answer to that later. But I'm just saying, like, a girl come in there and she'll say, she'll start talking about somebody or something, and they're just talking, right? You know, or they'll talk about somebody I know that looks like me, and they'll say that, you know, I'm that guy, and they know I'm not.
There ain't nobody that looks like you.
No, there's a guy I don't want to say his name on here, but he's not half as sharp as I am, and he's not, you know, and he's not like me. But they'll say that to push my button. They'll say that to push my button because, you know what I mean. I know what they're doing. You know, they'll say he's sharper than me or whatever, and I don't know nobody sharper than me. You know, they'll just say that to get a reaction out of me. They want to push my buttons, and inside I'll be thinking, "Wait, this sucker! I ought to cuss him out. I ought to tell him about himself." But I will not say nothing because I know that's what they want me to do. They want to get next to me. You know what I mean? They want to say somebody. They want to say somebody else is sharper than me. They know how to push my buttons in that area because they know I take pride in. They consider me the best dressed in the city. So whenever they say compare me to somebody else that's not half as sharp as me, they know it's pushing my button. You know what I mean? Or they'll see somebody that dresses up like on Sunday or one day a week or whatever, and then they'll say that. But then Monday he's got on jeans and overalls. You know what I'm saying? Why you want to tell me this? Like, put me in that category. You know, it's pushing my button. And really it does, but I don't let them know that. I don't let them know. The only one that really pushes my button that I can't help but express at the moment is you. Because, you know what I mean? I can't hide it from you for some reason. You know how to get next to me. But most people, like I said, I could play past it because they don't know me that well. They just fishing. You know what I mean? They got to really be, like you said, your daughter pushes your button, man. Because she knows you and she knows when people know you and they're
No,
close,
she don't know.
they're close, they can do it.
No. But I don't think she knows that she's pushing any buttons,
You don't think she
per
knows?
se.
So when you push my button, do you know you're doing it?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. Well, that goes to show you that people push buttons, but like I said again, we'll have the answers on my show coming up next. But this is what I want to know.
He's sure pushing that, folks. He's
Yeah.
pushing his show up.
No,
up next.
no. But listen,
He's pushing his show.
this is the thing. You know that people, like I said, people they know how to push my buttons because, you know, where I'm dressed, and that's usually how they come at me to push it. It's like I'm like a stop. How you say it, a sign? You know, they say different things. Being like you just said, the circus, something about the circus. You know, things like that. I always hear remarks. I had on orange with an orange hat like this, and they said I looked like somebody, the candy dude. That dude, Johnny Depp played him in something. They'll say things like that, and
Yo.
you know, and it pushes my button. But I don't react to most people when they say things like that, because I'm like I'm like you know, they see me. I'm just somebody that they think they can say those things to. And if I don't know them, I don't say
No,
them.
don't take it personally. It's just people have done it generation after generation
No,
after
but I do
generation.
take it because, you know, I
It's-
know they're playing. I don't play.
Nobody knows. No,
I don't play. See, they're playing. They're trying to be
nobody
playful.
has ever seen that just in movies and children's shows and things like that.
But I just take it as pushing my button because it gets to me. That's the only one gets to me.
People don't say things to push your buttons. They
I ignore 'em.
just say things because
I ignore them.
that's what the first thing that comes off the top of their head is whatever they see is whatever strikes their like the show. What is that show?
What
Oh
show?
my gosh,
Dumber and Dumber?
Candyman. No. The John, like you said, John Depp
Johnny Depp played
on
in
the
it.
glass elevator, go up to this guy. Oh my god.
Well, I know it's like you
I
said.
watch that like all the time in my life, and I should know that. I just,
Well, you might be
haven't
right, but
seen
when they say
that.
certain things, it just
but no, characters in movies and certain things that you wear and colors are out like this is like out of control,
yeah. It's the
and
way they say it.
nobody sees it. Everybody dresses dapper. I mean, not dapper, down, normal. Everyone is a creature of habit. Everyone dresses like everyone else.
Right.
You dress outside the box.
Well, that's true. Yeah, you're right about that. You're
And you've done that ever since a little guy,
right. Yeah.
young, and you've held it all the way through your life.
Right. I'm hearing, and I hear things all the time throughout my life, but it's the way they say it. Then I know it's derogatory, not positive. It's the way and the way they say it would push my button. If they say it like
But wait, all through your life
in a
is
positive,
different stages and ages.
right?
So how do you know?
No, the way they say it. Just like they could call, just like they could say, like they say all the time, every day they say, pimp or something. You know, hey, what's up, pimping?
Well,
Or they might say,
that's
"You're a
what you
pimp."
look
They
like.
might say that. Then I take it the way they attitude, the way they say it. You know.
Wait, I don't get that. I'm not understanding.
Then they say, hey, what's up, pimping? You know, they say it like that. I don't respond. If they say it like in a cool way, like in a positive way, it's the way they say it.
How
It's
is
a way. And then they push my
pimp
button.
a positive way?
It's positive. They say you look
How?
pimpish. I say it all the time. That means you look good. Pimpish or something. It's the way you do it, the way you say something.
Maybe you ought to put the vocabulary out there for people.
No, I'm not trying to write a book for vocabulary.
A
It's the attitude.
vocabulary lesson for the people that don't know that we're defending you.
It's just the way they say it because, I'm not a pimp, and the pimp you have to have a prostitute, and it's a whole line. It's a whole lot to it being a pimp. Looking pimpish.
That's what people don't understand. We just see that from movies.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They say it all the time. And when they say it in a derogatory way, like these workers are saying, they do it all the time. They'll be working construction workers. And they'll see me walk by, I could be by myself. And they'll say, "What's up, pimpin'?" And they'll say it. I know they don't even know me. They don't have no idea who I am. I could be a preacher. Occasionally they might say preacher. And you know what I mean? And that doesn't push my buttons because preacher's all right. It's a positive note. But the point is, because a lot of people that retired from the game became preachers. So that's good. But the point I'm making is they push my buttons when the way they say something. You can say something with an attitude and you can say something positive.
You said I push your buttons. You said I'm the only one that pushes your buttons.
Well, you're the only one that gets to me. That openly where I gotta respond. And I get hot, I'll get mad, in other words. But I'm not gonna do that no more. Because I know that's just what you're trying to do.
I don't try and do that. I don't try and do that.
Oh, you don't?
Mm-mm. Take that off the table.
Okay, so then I won't let it bother me no more. I won't let it bother me. Didn't I tell you that these shows are therapy? These shows are like therapy. So I'm understanding now. Pushing buttons now. I'm going to be able to control it better.
I said, sometimes you tick me off, and so I push your buttons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's okay.
Sometimes he ticks me off so bad I have to push his buttons.
So now I understand. So I'm not going to fall into the trap. See,
wait.
Talking about it gives me understanding.
You fall into what trap? What trap? You tick me off, and so therefore I push your buttons.
No, I'll tell you why. We'll talk about that on my show. Why later. Right now we're going to say
his show.
I'm letting them know the answers are coming up. But anyway, this is the thing. Is that pushing buttons, people do that. I'm not going to give you the answer for that either. But I'm not going to react to the people that's pushing my buttons no more because doing this show is like therapy. I'm aware of what they're doing. When they say it with the attitude, I just ignore them. I don't speak back to them. If they say it in a positive way, then I respond like it was some kids walking by me. Right? I mean, they were like 5 and 6 years old, 7, 8 years old. And I was clean like I am every day, real sharp. And they had the nerve and audacity to say something like that.
Come this way.
They had the nerve and audacity. And I started to tell them, this is what I started to say.
Wait, how old? 6, 7?
5, 6, 7, 8 years old, we're little kids. And I started to say, you guys ought to not say that because that's not a good word because pimping is no good right now. If you're going to think about a pimping like it's something good, don't think like that. You respect those women. I didn't want to go through all that, but that's what they made me feel like the way they were saying it. What do kids that age
They
know?
don't even know what they're saying.
Yeah, with kids, that's what I'm saying. That's
why adults have to educate them.
That's why I didn't say nothing. But they hear that from their mother and father saying that. I don't know if they think it was good. I don't know how they...
Maybe they even see it on TV. I don't know.
You don't see it on TV. But
I don't know parents that talk like that to their... I don't...
Well, I don't know how these kids get it. When they see it, like you said, on TV.
The internet...
And they
phones,
see the people that dress like this.
Playing on phones. School.
Well, why can't they just say you look good? Like a lot of people say.
3, 4, 5, and 6. Are you kidding with me?
No, they're not going to say that. That's what I'm saying.
Are you kidding with me?
But occasionally they do.
Little teeny kids. They don't say stuff like that.
No, they don't. I haven't heard them. They don't. Most of the time they don't say anything. But the ones, teenagers that kind of know.
Teenagers, that's totally different.
No, teenagers they will say something and I would tell them. When they come up and try to ask me something or whatever, then they, like a gentleman, like come to me with respect. Then I explain to them, go to school. It's better to do 4 years in college than end up doing 40 years in jail.
You need to tell my kid that. He needs to tell my kid that. Meaning to stay in school.
Stay in school because there's nothing after school.
You got to keep telling.
You got to have to go to school because opportunities all through school now. It's not.
My kid wants to get out. She's
No.
sick and tired. She wants to work her butt
No, no,
off.
no. You work. You end up working all your life.
Work.
She's smart. She needs school because education is the way out of the ghetto or whatever. You're in the ghetto if you're not educated. Because think about it, if you're not from a rich family, the only way out of the ghetto and all that is through a diploma, graduating from college and putting those 4 years in. I got a niece. I'm not changing the subject. I just got a niece that went from two nieces. One went to nursing. She graduated and went to nursing. She finished and she's a nurse. Do you know how much money nurses make? A lot. And she did the right thing. She's only in her 20s. And then there's another one niece I got that's 30, and she had her first child when she was 16. And she overcame all that, and she got 3 kids, but she's still going, through the help of her grandparents and all them, she's still going to school. And she graduated from one part of the school, and now she got 2 more years, and then she'll be a nurse. See? And just think all the money, crazy money you make when you went through that those 4 years. Why would you want to, even though it's a nurse, you got a short shot, and then if you sing or you got other talents, you do that on the side. That's not guaranteed. You got a lot of people that can sing and do other things. Unless you got a connection with the people, you better try to have a short, guaranteed career, and then you shoot for that. You understand? Have your college, and then
No,
shoot.
you understand?
Then you shoot for that. That's the best way to do it. Kids don't understand that. And like you said, they push buttons and people do things, and they play, but they don't really realize what's important.
I got that.
You got that? The education part.
No, you just said push buttons and play.
No, I got to
just
keep
said
it on
that
that
for
level.
me.
I got to keep it on that level. No, it ain't for you to get it, because I understand why you do it, but we're going to talk about that later. But the thing about it is that when they push my buttons, you know, they don't know that it gets to me, because, like I said, I just ignore them.
Do you have something to say to the audience?
Because the show's almost over with.
Show is over with. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, anyway, all I got to say is,
Right here.
all I got to say is, you young people, just what I was saying, stay in school. It ain't cool to be out there selling drugs. It ain't cool to be out there trying to use women. It ain't cool to be out there robbing and stealing and doing all the things you do, taking stuff. When you're on drugs and taking drugs, you end up doing all those things I just said, because you know why? You're not independent. You're not in your right mind. Think positive and go to school, because it's never too late to get education.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for the Forever Friday show. And it is pushing people's buttons. Pushing people's buttons. Stop doing that, you kids. Stop pushing buttons.
So is he
We
gonna
love you, and we take care, and thank you. And I'll see you next time.